Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here tonight, talking about last night's edition of WWE's Monday Night Raw. Last night was hyped up as supposed to being a big killer edition of Monday Night Raw, where they were going to have a return of Shane McMahon, as well as have a new backstage faction come out. I really thought that this faction was going to be built in with Shane McMahon. I thought one of the killers would be that if they basically were able to get Kevin Owens into the faction with Shane McMahon, basically saying that these guys hate each other so much, but they hate Triple H more than they hate each other, that they would work together to sort of work towards getting the McMahon-Helmsley era out of power. I thought that would have been a really cool way to get it. But instead, we saw some guys dressed all in black with masks, basically causing disruption backstage at Monday Night Raw. We saw them lose lights early on in the show. We saw them lose, the sound in the microphones as a promo was going on, and then we saw them throw like one of those, like they put the fire in the bottle and then they throw the bottle at something and it explodes. They threw it at like a backstage generator that was, helping run television. We don't really know who these guys are, but to me, honestly, coming out dressed all in black, wearing hoods, Invasion's pretty cool. But when your Invasion is just kind of like causing disruption backstage at Raw, you're already basically not starting this off right. They look like they're going to be the Aces and Eights. Hey, TNA basically was building up Slammiversary, saying that the Aces and Eights were coming back. We saw D'Lo Brown hanging out in the back, talking to his buddy, basically saying that he needed to get the gang back together so he can get some recognition. The next day, Bully Ray's story comes out that he left Ring of Honor, and they're going in a new direction. His contract expired, and he's no longer going to be working with them. And it's kind of hot on the trail that Bully's coming back. He might be one of the guys returning at Slammiversary, and the Aces and Eights are going to ride all over TNA again. Instead, Bully Ray shows up on that WWE pre-show, or I guess the morning show, The Bump. I don't even know where to watch it, but I see it on Twitter, I see it on YouTube, I see it on the WWE Network. I don't know where his exclusive home is, but it's trying to be like a morning show that just talks about wrestling, whether it's like the past, the present, the future. They break stories on there. They bring on legends to talk about what's going on and where they've been. It just doesn't seem like it's a very good show. But they had Bully Ray on there, and I think that was WWE's way of making sure that Bully Ray didn't go to Impact to redo the Aces and Eights. They probably gave him a better offer, as a better job to kind of do things sporadically on the side that kind of works with his radio gig. But this didn't seem good or entertaining to the fact that I want to know where this is going. Sometimes they can give you a figure, even though they're dressed all in black, standing in the shadows. You look at the cutout that they have, basically, and you think that you know who those people are. I don't know who any of these guys are. And honestly, when it comes down to it, it's probably going to be people that they're bringing up out of NXT. They're probably bringing them up too early. Not the main event guys that you're really hoping to get. There was a lot of people counting them, saying there was 5 of them. It doesn't really make sense for the Undisputed Era to move up to the main roster and, be adding somebody to the group, even if it is a girl. But, I'm not really sure what this is going to be. But in the long run, as of right now, this doesn't seem like must-see television that's going to hook you throughout the summer watching WWE. They should have, you got to do what the Nexus did. You got to hop the rail, you got to get in the ring, and you got to beat up some of the main guys in the company. What this reminds me of is they ran a storyline where Eric Bischoff was losing control of Monday Night Raw, and weird things were happening backstage, and it kind of was just showing that he didn't have any control of what was going down. What most people will honestly remember was they were going to commercial, and they showed like Batista in the back, working out with those resistant bands, and then some kid ran into the shot and like posed in front of the camera, And then Batista stopped, looked at him, and the kid ran away. And then security was chasing him, and then Batista went back to working out the bands again. That's kind of what it seemed like. Or it seemed like maybe like when the Riot Squad, that's their name, right, was first getting, brought up to WWE, RAW, and they were running around pulling pranks, basically saying that that was their way of rioting against what was going down. And everybody was looking like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Hopefully, we're going to get more from these people in the foreseeable future. But next time we see them on Raw, I'm hoping that they do something a little bit more extreme to make us care about them.